Welcome back to the Donovan and Jorgensen Heating and Cooling Friday Night Rivals pregame show. We're getting close to kickoff as the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors take on the Lake Country Lutheran Lightning. Before we send you over to Terry Kelly and John Weiser, we want to introduce you to this week's Kerk Electric behind-the-scenes superhero of the game. It's our chance to say thank you to people that put a ton of sweat equity into high school sports and do it quietly. This week's Kerk Electric behind-the-scenes superhero of the week, he is Andy Kerk. He's the owner of Body Mechanics Physical Therapy. He's got two locations, downtown Milwaukee and in Pewaukee. Andy, how you doing today?
Right, how are you?
Good, really good. Hey, thanks a lot for what you do for Lake Country Lutheran. Talk a little bit about what you do for all the athletic programs there.
You mentioned I'm all in physical therapy practice, so I'm primarily a physical therapist, but I'm also in my education a certified athletic trainer, and that's what was always my first love that got me into the profession. So when my boys went to Lake Country Lutheran a number of years ago, I started volunteering my athletic training services to the school. So I continue to do that, and it's really a great fun thing for me. I basically cover all their home events, and then for football, home and away, and any playoff games, I usually go to those. I get kind of involved with the teams and like to be at those too. So, and then every day after school, pretty much I'm there at 3:00 to evaluate and kind of triage any injuries or issues that the kids have. Pretty much every day for at least an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Andy, when I talk to the people at LCL about this segment, behind the scenes superhero of the game, your name came up really quick, and the things that they said about you and what you give back to their community is really impressive. And I want to say thank you for that. There are some other people in all programs that give their time and sweat equity to make their program go really well. But when you talk to the head football coach at LCL, you talk to his staff, you talk to the athletic director, and your name comes up, they just say, listen, this guy donates a lot of his time, and he's really good at what he does, and we're so blessed to have him. And I just want to say thank you for the hard work that you put into that program. And I told you that my grandson Keegan runs cross country there. And if it would be me, you would have seen me 3 times already. I think they've had 4 practices. But, you get a chance to meet Keegan Bonner. Be nice to him.
I will do that. Yes, I'll try.
Hey, how much, when you're going to all these events, I mean, we're talking, volleyball, and we're talking basketball and football and cross country, all of it. You don't get home very much, do you?
Well, that might be the real superhero is my wife. She understands that I just absolutely love doing this, and I like to be around sports and high school sports especially. And this is my chance. I got a front row seat. I get to hear what the coach is saying to them. I hear what the athletes are saying, and parents. I just get involved with the whole circle. And yeah, you say I'm a blessing to them, but they're really a blessing to me. It's so much fun, and my wife's very understandable and knows it makes me happy, and she must be having fun when I'm gone too.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. Last question for you, Body Mechanics. Talk a little bit about the company that you own and run, and what you offer to people.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have heard of physical therapists in the hospital or something like that, and those are really good PTs that work in there. We have a different kind of clinic. It's a private practice, freestanding clinic that I own. I have 5 other physical therapists that work with me, and at these 2 locations. And PTs like us make a really good primary care providers for any kind of musculoskeletal problems. So, it's very cost efficient. There's been research on this to see a PT first. And that's what people do. Back pain, neck pain, any kind of problem. They come to us or they consult with us. And we usually can do some very simple things to help them get better and then help them decide, do they need to go see their doctor? Do they need an MRI? Whatever. So we can save them money and get them better faster, I think.
He is Andy Kerk. He is our Kerk Electric behind the scenes superhero of the week. Andy, thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to seeing you on the sidelines tonight. On the other side of the break, we'll turn it over to John Weiser and Terry Kelly as Lakeside Lutheran takes on Lake Country Lutheran. This has been the Donovan Jorgensen Heating and Cooling Friday Night Rivals pregame show only on My 24.